Exciting place to watch your football right now. Plenty of goals, plenty of incident. Aston Villa 2-0 down. Half-time end up winning the game 3-2 against an Everton team that have lost a 2-0 lead now twice on the run. Lots of talk, Rob, about Villa, similarly with Liverpool, with Champions League coming up and Premier League, how they're going to contend with that. Is the squad deep enough? Yeah. Is the squad big enough? Let's start with this game first. Everton get themselves 2-0 up, courtesy of McNeil and Calvert-Lewin goals. But for the second week running, mate, they don't hold on to that lead. A bit of credit to Villa. But not good signs for Everton and Jhon Duran giving up goals in a manner that's not normal Jhon Duran-esque.
Yeah, a couple of things on this, Rob. And I know exactly where Everton are on the league table. I know what sort of start they've had. Yeah. But I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say that Everton, they're a different team going forward now. They look a lot more dangerous going forward. Dwight McNeil is not playing on the left. He's playing as a number 10. He's playing in behind, and I think he's enjoying it. He's assisted and scored in this goal. Yeah. You've got Njai that's playing on the left-hand side. Adds a different dimension. Yeah, they look Everton, and they've scored goals now. They look more likely going forward than I've seen under Jhon Duran, okay? So that side of it I like. They desperately need Jared Branthwaite fit again, Robbie Earle. Because
does he make that big a difference, mate?
He makes that big a difference.
Does he plug that them 3 goals going in, or?
Yeah, well, I don't know about all of them, but there's a few that I know he would be there to head the ball away. Yeah. Michael Keane got beat a couple of times. He got beat in this game at the back post. Yeah. Branthwaite's big and stronger, can head those balls away. They are desperate for him to come back in, and I'm just offering. I'm not falsely offering hope to Everton fans, Rob. But I say it as I see it. And last year I thought they were going to be fine last year with the way it was shaping up, and I like the look of Everton a lot more going forward, more dangerous. Calvert-Lewin, looking better, playing more regularly. And with the way that the midfield's, I like it better. But yeah, of course, going 2-0 up and losing the last 2 games is a disaster defensively. But come on, let's not think that's going to happen every week, because it's not, particularly under Jhon Duran. Branthwaite back will make a big difference there. And I believe that with that team and with the new players, as long as they can stay fit, they should be okay to get out of trouble. But God, and it's really early yet to be saying this kind of stuff. Yeah. But that's what people are thinking about Everton, and I have been worried about them. But the last couple of games I've seen, with Njai particularly, and where McNeil, just extra one player changes quite a bit about their attacking play, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Away from home next week against Leicester, which becomes a big game, because sooner or later, despite whatever we think, you need to get a few points on the board, just to appease fans and the feeling around the dressing room, etc. Really like that Calvert-Lewin actually came out, Rob. Don't know if you saw, and did a really honest, very kind of open interview after the game. And my first thought was, I've been seeing them for 2 weeks at the end of the 90 minutes in the 2-week games. Body language was down. It looked like, it was almost like a relegated team on the last day. Yeah, I thought the way that Calvert-Lewin came out and represented the dressing room and himself and the football club.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
He basically said, listen, it's not a great position to be in, but we're scoring goals, which is the hardest thing to do. We believe in ourselves. We can work a bit harder, shutting them down. But he was just very open, very honest. And listen, he didn't have to do the interview to start. But I just thought, you know what? If he's representing the dressing room, that would give me a good feeling if I'm an Everton fan. That he's come out and said those things. So I'm with you. I think Branthwaite makes a huge change. When the fullbacks, Mykolenko got injured in this game and came off, and obviously Ashley Young was playing instead of maybe Coleman or passing in the right back. So there's a couple of things that could change there that I'm sure Jhon Duran can work on. 4th best defensive record in the league they had last season, mate. So you don't just lose that, do you?
Too far away. No.
Yeah, you don't just lose that. Let's talk a little bit about Villa, because they did come back into the game. A couple of Ollie Watkins goals. And then this young man, Jhon Duran, keeps doing what he keeps doing. And a beautiful, probably goal of the weekend with a 30-yard smash. The Emi Martinez's face was an absolute picture when it went in. Villa set up for Champions League this week. And then back to Premier League action the following weekend. Is this where we start to see the depth of Villa and get a better sense of what the season might look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had a little look at the depth, Rob, haven't we? With watching their games and seeing the subs and what they do when they come onto the field and the impact that they've had. there's plenty of them. There's some more that we haven't seen too much of yet, which I think are going to be good for Villa as well in terms of these games. So we are going to see it, and this is the challenge, and this is why this is kind of now a little run where I'm like, God, it's got to be difficult when you're playing at that level. I think it's Young Boys, isn't it, on Tuesday?
Young Boys away.
So we're going to see it now. And fair play, these comebacks are amazing. And Jhon Duran, Rob, I mean, who was it? Was it the manager or somebody said that? I think it's one of his teammates said he could be one of the best.
Emery Martinez says if he keeps his feet on the ground and works hard,
he could be one of the best strikers in the Premier League. He said, didn't he?
Is there a time, Rob? Because Tim asked me this. We were sitting there, and he said, Does Duran at some point start getting itchy feet? And I said, I don't think so. I think he's at the right club. He's playing Champions League. He's going to get his moments. And he said, is there a chance that, could Unai find a system that could get them both in the team, Watkins and Duran?
I think that would be difficult.
Yeah, the way they play, the way they're set up.
Yeah, they're two such effective central players.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to play 4-4-2.
Would Watkins go wider, maybe?
Maybe, but that's not good for him either, is it? So again, all these games coming up, Rob, I'm sure they're going to get plenty of game time. And there will be games where Watkins has to sit on the bench and, it might be the next league game,
pick up injuries,
example.
Rob, can't they? You can pick up a knock or something that, you miss a couple of weeks and then, Duran goes in and you see how he does.
A lot of it depends on the attitude of Jhon Duran, Rob. You know how he is around the place, around the training ground. Is he on the bench again? Is he on the bench? Is he a sulker? Is he get frustrated, or is he thinking it's only a matter of time before I prove myself here? Or
I would say he looks like the right type, doesn't he? He looks like he wants to come on and show what he can do, and that's great. And he's a young man. And right now, Rob, I think he's in a great place. I think he's got a great manager who's going to develop him and be a better footballer.
Yeah, he's got to trust the manager.
Yeah, and trust him and wait for his time, and you never know what comes along. So another good win for Villa ahead of that Champions League. Yeah, they're in good shape heading into Europe, and it's exciting times for the football club.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.